Hello guys, WilsonBox here. This time it's a video about Season 1. We're gonna talk about Pillar of Taint. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so I just did Pillar of Taint 60 and I'm gonna show you what team I used, alright? So of course, this will be not a free-to-play team because everyone got some legendaries. I'm just using the best ones I got. But I'll show you the strategy and everything, alright? So pretty straightforward. So I use the poison team because I got Lotair. He's amazing, does a lot of damage, and that's the reason I'm using him. If you don't have Lotair, you can use other poison characters if you want to go with the poison team. Of course, since you are doing Pillar of Taint, you only have the option to play with wild, fire, wild or poison characters, okay? So because of that reason, really depends. I advise you to go with your best damage. But regarding your tank and support, I really advise you to pick Frubart and Adolphus. They are really good unless you have like really good support, legendary supports or tanks. Like for example, I have Dragonheir is a really good one, but Frubart gives a bit more of healing, more sustain. So that's why I'm choosing to use Frubart and not Dragonheir. Alright, also because I don't have any scrolls on him, so and I have scrolls on Frubart. You guys know, I've been playing Season 4, this is Season 1, I know Frubart is really good. So basically, I'm using, this is almost my Vortex team. So I'm using Adolphus with this gear, so I have some attack percentage here, some enlightenment on this one. I'm using this set and not one with enlightenment, so ideally, you want to use another gear with enlightenment. So will be is this one? Yeah, will be this one. Okay, ideally you want to use this one with enlightenment. Okay, but I'm already using these two. I don't have another chest with enlightenment, so that's the only reason I'm using the Imperial Executioner. Okay, so you want some enlightenment, ideally the tiara to increase your shields and some more enlightenment. You really want to aim for some enlightenment and attack percentage or just flat attack to increase the size of your shields. Alright, then I'm using these two poisons, okay? They will increase my damage for Lotair, and for Lotair, if you wave him, use the RP Snail, is going to increase your damage a lot because of this passive. And then this set is really good as well. With this one will increase your ultimate skill, your damage by 30% damage when you have your ultimate skill recharged. So it's going to increase a lot of your damage, but you want to apply some poison stacks before using Lotair skill, okay? This is just if you are using Lotair, or if you're using Jatali as well. She works the same way. The more stacks of poison you have on your enemy, on your target, the more damage you will be doing, okay? Then I'm using Corin. This is the one we're applying Witch's Remain. He's really good because he refreshes the duration of poison stacks on the boss, so the longer they stay, more damage they will do. So with this, Lotair will be able to do more damage because the stacks will be there. And then I have Dench with the Spear CS burner just to decrease the cooldown timings, and with this we'll be applying more poisons, I hope. And basically that's it. You want some enlightenment on him because he works with enlightenment and some derived poison damage as well. And this is for the poison team, Lotair, so enlightenment as well. And for the last stage, so 60, I had to swap these gloves for HP percentage because I was not able to take the damage and my Lotair was dying, so I had to swap this gear. And finally, I'm using Frubart with an ancestral set. You want to aim to have some defense percentage, okay, because your defense percentage will increase your battle skill healing, which is really good, and that's why I'm using the Mirror of the Living, because if I get below 40% or anyone nearby, which will be Lotair, the healing will be increasing by 30%, okay? So this will be really good, and you want to have at least some accuracy to apply this attack penalty, which will help you a lot. Alright, so with this, let's check all the stages I did with this team. So this first one is the 56. So this was pretty easy, as you guys can see. Was on auto mode, 10 times speed. Lotair does a lot of damage, as you guys can see. I have some healing, so Frubart is making sure that my Lotair survives to all the attacks. So that's what we want. And basically, this was it. I didn't add much difficulty on this 56 stage. If you have a good team, a good gear by this point, I think you should have, because we have around 40-45 days to finish this season, so I hope everyone has a good gear, good legendary gear at this point. So this was the 57. This was a bit more harder than the previous one. On this one I had to manual everything because I was taking too much damage, my characters were dying. So here I'm trying just to synchronize everything, get the poisons on the enemies, and use the Lotair on the best moment without wasting any damage, getting the shield before those enemy characters cast their skills, just to prevent any damage. And then if you can, always save your skills for the next stage if you can. But here they were still with a lot of HP, so I choose to use these skills. And at this point I'm not using Adolfo's skills, so I'm gonna save to this next one. On this one, the characters behind, they will do more damage and they will be a bigger problem for us, so that's why I'm using the attack penalty on them and using the skills all on the back characters, just because I want to clear them first. Okay, so yeah, I used Lotair, and then I was trying to just choose the best position. I used Lotair to damage them, and now Adolfo's shield just to prevent the damage they're gonna do at this point. So they're almost dead. At this point Frobart was a bit low as well, so this time I chose to inflict attack penalty on the other two and not on the back characters. At this point they are already low, so I don't think it was worth it to use that skill on them, they died pretty quickly. Now the Lotair skill on them, I'm gonna use the shield because I'm a bit low, and since I have the shield this will give me chance to recover my HP. And at this point, not using any skills because he's almost dead, and I really want to save all my skills for the next wave, which I was having problem. On this wave, we have the two Frobarts. They are very annoying. They'll apply attack damage over area, so that's why I'm applying attack penalty on them. Then we have the healing on the back. They have Wugok on the back, so I had to clear these Frobarts first, and they are really tough because they have a lot of healing with their battle skills, Wugok with the healing as well. So I just try to focus on them, and since they are the ones doing attack over the area, I was lucky to apply attack penalty on them before they apply on me, so I prevented some of the damage. And then I just kept doing damage on these guys on the front line until I can kill them. Okay, eventually I killed them. Just gonna skip this a little bit. So I killed these two just with the same strategy, and then I just had to clear all the other three. So this was the 57. Then we have the 58. So 58 was pretty easy. I did it on auto mode again, 10 times speed. I didn't have much problem with these ones. I was able to do it everything on auto mode without any timings or anything, so it was pretty easy, pretty forward. I didn't find it too much difficult. 59 was the same thing. I did it on manual as well. I didn't find it so hard as I thought. The other stage was a bit harder. The 57, this one I was able to do on auto mode and was not that hard. Pretty easy, pretty forward. Everything on manual. So let's stage 60. On this one, of course, I was doing on 2 times. You can do it on 10 times. So I had to repeat this several times. So this was one of the times I didn't survive it because they have Lotair. So Lotair jumps on your back and he will kill your characters. If you have all of them together with the poisons and everything, it would be really hard. So this one I had to do a swap on Lotair, so swap to the HP gloves and do everything on manual. So with this, I was able to apply attack penalty on these two and on Lotair as well. I decided to clean this two first. So with these poisons, I was able to do it. Get the shield when Lotair uses damage, just to prevent any death. So at this moment I had Frubart there, so with Frubart there was much better because he was able to give some healing to my characters. And after killing Lotair, you guys should be fine. Of course, it's good that I can jump with Lotair. So I got Lotair back to this guy, I killed him, so now it's just these two, and I'll skip a little bit forward to the next wave, because now these two will be easy. Just remember to save your skills for the next wave. This one, you want to make sure to kill Ally first, okay? Ally will be a big problem if you let him to attack. He's gonna do a lot of damage, especially if you have so many characters like I do on his range, okay? His range attack is like 3 tiles wide, so be careful. So I didn't let him attack, and I killed him very quickly. And make sure to apply some attack penalty on Dragonheir as well. It's very annoying, he's going to taunt your characters and you don't want that to happen. So after killing Ally and getting rid of her Gander was pretty forward. The next one is the boss, and I don't think this boss is that hard. I have the healing from Frobert. You can attack everyone with the area target I have. So I choose to kill one of the guys first, while I was doing damage to the boss as well. It took me a while, but I did pretty well after passing the first wave, and it was not that bad. And basically that was it. It was almost 5 minutes, but we got it, and I cleared stage 16. So guys, this was it. This was my team for Pillar of Taint. This is how I did all of these stages. I think just the 59, I think the 59 was the hardest one for me. 60 was okay, but I think the 59 I had to do some changes on Lotair because he was dying, and this was a bit more tricky. The other ones was okay. I don't think I have like a OP team. I just have this legendary. I think he is good. He does a lot of damage, but if you don't have him, you just use your best DPS characters. He's good. But if you still want to use this Poison team, you can use Ally, for example. Ally is really good as well. It's a good replacement. But as I said, it really depends what you got. If you got better DPS, use them. But you can still use Adolphus and Frobart because I think they are really good for all of these stages. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys have any comments or any questions, just leave it below on the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, don't forget to press that like and subscribe. See you next time.